Hey everybody, welcome to episode 1 of the Sketchy People Movie Night. New show on our channel in which we'll discuss a movie that we all happen to watch together. This time we're going to be talking about the new Steven Universe movie. A few of the people in the server wanted to watch it, so we decided to make it the topic for the first episode. I'm LemonTart, I do graphic design, and I illustrate sometimes. You can find me at TardyArt on Twitter, and I'm joined by my beautiful friends. Here's Asha.
Hi, I'm Asha AM.
There she is. Graf?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Graf. I'm an animation student who also focuses on background art.
Cool. You also do music sometimes. He made music today. And NeverPaint?
I'm offended that nobody of you used their Gemzona names. And yeah, if you can see the picture in the video, that's all of us. It's on the left you have LemonTart, aka Turquoise. Then
That's me.
Bismuth, that's me. Then Graf Universe, which is Graf.
Hello.
And Kansite, is that the name?
Kunzite?
Kansite? I
Oh,
don't
I
know,
hope I'm not
which is
There's a
Asha.
character named that in Sailor Moon.
No idea, I've never heard of the stone before, but it's a stone.
It's a pretty stone.
Yeah.
It is very purple.
So, Steven Universe, the movie, it's over, guys. It's over, isn't it?
It's
Isn't
over,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah, you all made the same connection. Great.
Oh, guys, I really liked this movie. I probably need to rewatch it to gather my thoughts, which I didn't.
Fantastic.
Bad preparation on my part. But I just had a smile on my face for most of it. I do have a couple issues with it, but I really don't care. I just loved it so much.
Dude, same. I liked it a lot. But also, I'm a disgusting Steven Universe fanboy. Like many people who watch Steven Universe watch it over the years as it aired, and many of the a lot of the problems that people have with Steven Universe stem from that, because they had to wait for the seasons for so long, and made all the theories, and when the theories got true, it was kind of disappointing because it wasn't that cool anymore. But I just watched Steven Universe like last year or year ago in one go completely, and it was great. I marathoned the whole thing, and this movie gave me basically everything that the show gave me before, and it's very good. It's like a celebration of everything that happened in the show, without
Pretty
really
much.
adding a lot of new stuff. Actually, it's kind of
Spinell was pretty new, but yeah.
yeah, but also not, because Spinell, the new antagonist, is basically just like all other antagonists that we had in Steven Universe.
I meant
And-
more of the kind of issues she has that are pretty new to the issues that you talk about in the show. But anyway, I kind of had the opposite watching experience, because I got into Steven back during season 1, and I've been following it ever since. So I'm also a big fanboy. And this movie just brought so many nostalgic, beautiful memories, and I was just tearing up during the first 10 minutes.
Aww.
But we have another 2 people on the podcast, and why don't we hear their first impressions? So what do you guys think? Graf, Asha?
I feel like I have to be the villain of this podcast.
Oh no.
That's fine.
He's a shatterer!
I mean, kind of similar to You Never Paint, this movie was a lot like the show, and that's not really good for me, I guess. Because I have like a love and hate relationship with Steven Universe. I love a lot of the stuff that's in it, but I also hate a lot of the stuff that's in it, and I felt exactly
Hate?
the same about this movie. It's like half of it is brilliant and the other half is just awful, and yeah, I don't know.
Cool. We're gonna get into it, but Asha, what are your thoughts on the movie, like in general?
For the show in general, I really liked it for a long time, but then there are a couple of things I'm iffy about. And I enjoyed
Yeah.
this movie, but also the iffy feelings still there.
So we have a spectrum here of blind love and iffiness and hate, and now we can fight, guys.
I don't
War.
want to fight.
Ah,
I
war.
really like jazzy influences and pastel colors, and that's all
Yeah.
I need to be happy.
Same.
Well, that's the best thing about Steven Universe, after all.
Yeah. I remember just waking up like when the first season was airing on TV. I just remember just flipping on Saturday morning TV and watching the second half of an episode and being sort of into it, and then the next episode started and I heard the theme song and I was immediately sold. I just like rushed to Google the show just because of how much I loved the theme song and the music later on in the episode.
Imagine having
That
Steven
was what
Universe
sold
on
me.
TV. I
Well,
mean, we probably all had to, but like on some
that's what I
paid
was going to
servers.
say.
Well,
Anyway.
I would have to watch the German dub, and the German dub is horrible. It's really bad. So, should we like talk about what actually happened in the movie?
Well, sure. I mean, basically what happens is that another of the mistakes of Steven's past catches up to him, and this one has a name, and her name is Spinel, and she feels really lonely and sad, so she decides to kill a planet that just happens to have the crystal gems on it.
No,
So
she
she
wants to
kills the
kill.
crystal gems as well.
No, she wants to kill specifically Pink's planet.
Doesn't she say, like, I came to murder some innocents, but then you guys happen to be here, or something
No.
like that at
No.
some point?
No, she specifically comes for Pink.
Yeah,
because
because
it's-
she.
I know
Pink's
she came to
colony.
Pink's diamond, but I know she came to Pink's colony. I just remember her saying that she didn't expect her friends or her crystal gems to be there or something like that.
Oh no, she knew about that because she saw the broadcast. Because that's what the movie starts with. Like, Steven announces that he's gonna move
Why am I
to
remembering
Earth.
that line then? Oh, whatever.
So, a few years have passed since the last movie. Like, I have
Since
no
the
idea.
last movie.
Like since the last season. But the last thing was like a movie-length episode. And Steven is old. Like,
Steven's got a
he's
neck.
like 16.
Yeah,
he got a neck.
Steven is like, yeah.
Also, he has a new shirt, and you even see his old shirt like framed on a wall in his room somewhere. his old like red shirt. He now has a blue one and like a red
Yeah.
jacket, and that's very cool. He updated his outfit, and he's like 16 now. And I saw like Rebecca Sugar posting on Instagram when the movie poster got shown. Like, I'm finally able to post Steven's drawings with the neck. So proud of him. Yeah, and I'm too.
I was wondering, like, why he looked older. What in his character design changed? It's literally just the neck. He just got a noticeable neck, and that's why he looks
Yeah,
older.
but
and
he-
he's taller.
But he also speaks differently. Like, his voice cracks
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
like a real teenager. I really like that.
Well, his voice actor grew up with him.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but it also,
It's just like Adventure Time.
yeah.
That's very cool. I have no idea how many years have passed since Diamond Days. How old was he? Like 14, 13, or 12?
He was 14 in the last
Was he?
season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a year has passed, or
It's
two.
2 years or
or
so.
2
but
years.
Yeah, a bit.
And it seems like Steven has spent a while on Homeworld, like doing gem politics stuff, because at the beginning of the movie he moves away from that, and the diamonds are really sad and don't want him to leave.
Just
What-
let us adore you.
Which got
That
me,
song.
a little worried, because he was kind of unsensitive about it and was like, "No, you're gonna do alright without me." And they were like, "We just like freed all our colonies, and we don't even discriminate like lesser life forms anymore." And He was like,
Would you want to hang out with them? Would you want to live
No.
with these three freaks?
definitely not, but I also not wanna leave them alone.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that kind of gets resolved in the end, but it got me worried because like the redemption came so fast, and I had the feeling they could easily slip back to their bad habits.
Yeah, I just kind of like suspended my disbelief for that when I was like, I guess they're good now. I don't care.
Yeah.
I do remember feeling the same way at the start of the movie. I was like, these guys are still weirdos. I mean,
Yeah.
they could probably be evil again.
Yeah,
But sure.
White slips something like, I even say please to lesser life forms, and seems like, we talked about this.
It's pretty
Equal
funny.
life forms. Yeah, but this just means that she hasn't really changed. Maybe she wants to change, but she's not there yet. She's still
Isn't what the show
a
is?
maniac.
Isn't that what the show is about?
yeah, true. I can see that.
I did enjoy a lot of the moments that like I didn't really like in this movie were also turned around by being really funny moments. Like even some of the most boring sections, especially with the beginning of all the amnesia stuff, has like these hilarious jokes or just Spinell doing something dumb in the background.
Yeah.
And that just kept it going for me.
Yeah, those were really nice. Also very well animated.
About
Yeah.
Spinell, okay. After they get back home and have their like happily ever after song, this new enemy shows up, and it's the pink gem that was like teased in like a trailer after season 6, 5, whatever, and it's a cute heart-shaped gem that's really evil, and for some reason. And
It's an upside down heart.
It's an upside down heart. She has turned it around, and we don't know for like most of the movie what her motive is, but she's really angry at Pink.
Well, she sings a song about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, gee, it's swell to finally meet your other friends.
Oh, and
Which means she's probably not very happy about Rose having other people that she hangs out with. You know, she's feeling jealous, and she's gonna kill him. She's gonna take a scythe and do a cool like Soul Leader episode 1 Maka scythe spin and fucking cleave them in half. She poofs
all
every
three of
gem,
them.
every crystal gem. She
Not every
defeats the
gem.
main characters.
The
And then
three main.
almost kills Steven, except not really. She's insane. She's so powerful, and she sings such a cool song.
Spinell's animation and music is fantastic.
Yeah. The
Like-
sound
Yeah.
design in the scene where she gets introduced is absolutely
yeah.
brilliant. The way like
The weird
it's like kind of distorted
dark
and it cuts out
jazzy,
all the time.
That weird dark jazzy tunes that she has, and it's still really fun. Like it's like a clown character. It's really like an evil
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah.
She also kind of reminds me of Noi Hareme from Kill la Kill, just not as evil, but
Yeah, a little bit.
the way she kind of moves completely differently from everyone else, and is so and she really would only be possible in this movie, like in a higher budget production, because the way she moves with her arms and twisting and changing sizes, and
I really like how the way she
unique.
animates works exactly well for the purpose they gave to her gem. Because they could have been like, oh yeah, let's just make a 1920s, 1930s animation themed gem. But they actually, you know, made it make sense. She's a jester. She's supposed to entertain. She's supposed to play with you. Which
Yeah.
is why she can stretch around and shapeshift and do stuff like that. It makes sense.
I kind of was worried about when they teased that heart-shaped pink gem at the end of the last season. Many people thought like, oh no, is it like red diamond? Is it another even more powerful evil being?
Whoa, yeah!
And I was like, nah, not another diamond. We just defeated the most powerful ones. It's
Red Diamond!
okay. Yeah, it's okay. White has that. I was glad that it was something different. It was like a personal enemy of Pink, basically, like a
Yeah.
disgruntled old friend that would come and is just powerful because how crazy and what kind of weapons she has, which is like the side she has is just a normal gem weapon apparently, but we haven't seen it before.
Oh,
I mean,
it's cool.
clearly these diamonds just make insanely powerful gems for fun and give them purposes that doesn't... Like, there's no reason she should have been this powerful, but she is.
Yeah.
Probably because the diamonds wanted to just try it out, you know? Just wanted to make a character whose entire personality is a mental illness. It's rough, man. It's rough to be a gem.
But
It's rough, buddy.
wasn't she made to play with people? That doesn't make sense. Why would she be so powerful? That's one thing that I don't understand is where did she get this scythe and where did she get this injector? It's like, it's not
I mean, I
explained.
guess she went
I
to
wondered the
Homeworld.
same thing.
But why would they give it to her? Did she steal it? But
She-
like,
Who'd
it's never
she rob?
explained.
She
Where did
probably
she get
just-
the skills to even do it? She was designed to be a jester, right?
I
Yeah.
mean, she probably just found the stuff around because
What-
the whole galaxy, all the colonies are like reshaping and reorganized right now, and a lot of war stuff gets probably thrown away or destroyed.
So they just
I guess-
leave like one of the most powerful
The way
weapons in
I-
the universe lying around so that a jester could just go and
She
steal it.
probably just found a weapons chamber somewhere or captured like a transport ship or something. I know these ejectors are not that uncommon because they use those on like every planet they colonize.
The way I filled in the gaps was just like they didn't know she was going to use her powers for this level of like evil intent and harm, so they probably gave her great physical abilities just because they could, because her purpose was to entertain and be a friend and she would never hurt anybody. And they just fucked up without considering that she could turn her emotions or she could change her feelings, because that's just not how gems used to work.
Feelings. A gem is not supposed to have feelings. But yeah, I didn't really even think about it really, because I was just like a lot of stuff happens in the galaxy. She can just find stuff.
So what I think is that they were just not prepared for this flippity floppity friend character to suddenly
Yeah.
use all of her flippity floppity body powers to actually hurt people, and I just feel like why she got the thing she got isn't that interesting, and that's why they didn't show it.
I mean, that's just
I
a
don't
minor
know.
complaint. I don't mind that much,
Just-
but it's just like, why? How did she get her hands on this thing just so she could like threaten the planet again? It's just like, yeah, let's have a new villain. Let's give her the most powerful thing in the universe, just because. I don't know. That's how I
is
felt
it that
about it.
powerful?
What?
Is it that more powerful than the giant mech from the end of the previous season? I just feel like she caught them off guard and used it properly more than it being really powerful.
Well, I guess. I don't know. Like, it seems very powerful to me. It's like a scythe that resets your status. Like,
Well, yeah, the scythe is a thing that I've also thought, if like the diamonds had these like available in the last few seasons, it would have
You
been
could've
way
used them,
you
yeah.
could have used them easily.
yeah, also
But-
that.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Continuity errors.
I don't know. I have some other issues with the introduction of Spinel.
Please say.
I really like the first part, like the whole song where they just go through everything that happened. And it's really comfy, and then towards the end they just settle on repeating that everything should stay like this forever, and I really hope everything could stay like this forever. And exactly
Yeah.
in that moment, precisely
It's so
in
cheesy.
that moment, the enemy shows up. And
It's
Well,
really funny.
I hate this. I feel like that's like really bad timing. I don't know. I feel this on an emotional level. It just felt awkward, like really awkward for me
But
to watch
they
this.
obviously did it on purpose. It's
Yeah.
just cheesy. Like it's just
I know.
cartoon talk.
I can still hate
Okay.
it. It's
Yeah,
That's fine.
you're.
I'm just saying it's
you're allowed
intentional.
to.
I like the cheese.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Spinel's. I love that she's stretchy because she makes such basic poses that I would
Yeah.
draw.
Dude, the
Hell yeah.
pose after she kills Steven, and she's just like, her arms are filling out every gap in the shot. It's so funny.
I like how she moves like a spider sometimes. Like
That she
in,
stretches herself and then like
the last-
sabers them to death. It's great. Okay,
In the
that's
la-
all. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
in the
Sorry.
last shot of her first song, she like sits on her injector, like head downwards, and she just looks at them like a spider. This is about to take them. But also another thing I wanted to talk about, like in the very start of the movie, the framing device of this movie is very different from usual because it's a musical and it's a stage play essentially.
Oh yeah.
In the start of the movie, like the curtains open of a stage, and there's like a title thing and a opening monologue that by the diamonds that explains stuff, and throughout the movie, like all the gems explain their whole character arcs again, and even the end of the movie is like this musical costume dance scene that many think about if that movie is even really completely canon, or if it's more like just like a musical version celebration of what makes Steven Universe cool.
I mean, it's gotta be canon because there's gonna be another season. I mean, they need to heal the Earth. The entire Earth was flooded with poison.
Well, they healed it in the end.
Yeah, there was just little.
There was a little time lapse
Yeah.
thing of Steven kissing every spot, and yeah.
I saw the time lapse on Beach City, but she literally did inject the whole thing, and by the end, I feel like there's gonna have to be more work to be done.
Maybe.
Is there a new
Anyway.
season announced actually?
Yeah, they announced it before the movie came out a while ago.
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
I didn't know that.
So I just feel like that's gonna be the issue in the next season.
Yeah.
Healing the planet
It's just
or something
okay.
like that.
Okay, I just thought about this whole movie. It was like it didn't really feel like it added something new. It was just what makes Steven Universe cool, and that in a movie format, and like
Pretty
really
much.
really large and cool. Like this movie is to Steven Universe what episode 25 of Killer Kill is to Killer Kill. Like in episode 25 when that evil black girl, like Ray she's called, I think, comes back after the big evil people are defeated, and she just comes back and all the fights basically just happen again in the same way, and in the end she also gets on the good side. It's
Yeah, I see what you
I kind
mean.
of, it's very fan servicey, the whole thing. Like we get all the songs and all the scenes that are important to Steven Universe. We get all the we get all the backstories of the characters again, and then we're gonna relive them again because they all get like reset in their complete character development.
That's what kind of rubbed me the wrong way about this movie. The main thrust of the plot is an amnesia plot, and that just feels a little bit low effort, but the execution was really fun. Like they
liked it
used
a
the
lot.
amnesia thing to great effect, especially with stuff like Pearl resetting and her song
That was really
describing
funny.
herself. Or one of my favorite parts when Amethyst can only repeat what people are saying.
Yeah.
So they use that for a call and response funky song in which Amethyst responds in harmony to Steven to what
Yeah.
he's singing.
And-
And
but-
it's
but
the
she- but
coolest
she's
idea
getting-
I've seen in the show.
But she's getting more unique, with every part
With
of the
every
song.
verse, she gets slightly more unique and more complementative to what Steven is singing. It's so clever. And then the two songs Garnet has are just fantastic.
Yeah.
So honestly, at the start, not impressed with the amnesia thing, but then they executed on it so nicely, and I ended up just running with it and enjoying it.
I liked the amnesia thing a lot because It just had some world building that I really liked. Like, for instance, like Pearl. Like, the way the Pearl regenerates in this thing is that, like, a shell appears, like a holographic shell that has, like...
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, they actually point out that pearls aren't normal gems. They are actually organic life excrements.
Dude, it's just like Transformers Beast Wars. There's the animal gems, and
Yeah,
they're not
kind
like
of.
the other gems.
And they make like this customization question. And do you want to customize your pearl? And no, you get like your normal pearl. And we get Pearl in her like pink diamond costume that has all the diamond colors. And that's just the standard pearl, as we learn here. Like, all normal pearls look like that when they spawn newly. And all the, like, pink and yellow and blue pearl are just customized by their owners. Like, there was a lot of theories about how our pearl is maybe white diamond's pearl because she's so white for the most part. But no, it's just a normal pearl.
I believe that's just the original character design. Before all the diamond stuff, they just wanted to use those colors.
Oh, you know what? In one of the songs of Pearl, there's like this silhouette animation stuff where you see her
goes through all of
history.
her outfits.
Yeah, and she also has the original like
pilot one,
the
yeah.
pilot one, and I was like, whoa.
It happens to Garnet as well.
Yeah, I didn't notice it with Got It, but I was like, whoa, the pilot is canon now, yeah.
Yeah.
That was also
Oh.
cool. That was a neat Easter egg.
What was you guys' favorite and least favorite part of the movie?
Oh god, I can't think of anything.
I just want to hear
Perfect.
more of Asha and Graf because
Yeah.
they haven't been speaking much.
My favorite part was I just like Spinell's stretchiness. I like how silly she was when she got rebooted, and then she's just like da da da, and then at the end of the song, that's who we are, and they're like yeah, and then Spinell keeps going, and it's like no, the song's over.
Yeah.
That was
I
She's
like
great. I like
the
Spinell.
little things where, like that line in one of the Stephen songs when Stephen points to the gems that have been reset, and look at them, they aren't even singing along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were lots of little
Oh, it's so funny.
little moments like this that really
little
felt
bit
very
meta things that also added to my theory of this is more like a stage play instead of a real thing that happens. Also, like a comment by Peridot where she was like, "Oh no! What if it happens to
Our
me too?
character arcs are gonna
I'm gonna lose all my character development."
It's so funny.
Oh,
I
man, this
really
movie's
enjoy
really-
the mix of... What? Sorry, what?
I was gonna say the movie is really meta. The characters
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
referencing to the
That's
story.
what I mean. It felt like a stage play.
It's that
I
kind of
really
reminds
enjoyed that
me.
mix of cheesy and meta.
That kind of reminds me of the show Revolutionary Girl Utena, and
Yes.
how it like Steven Universe is inspired by it. The director who made that show, he was really into theater, and that was like incorporated a lot into like all of the shows he made, and like theater, and it seemed like theatrical. So I'm wondering if that had a bit of an influence on the movie.
Possibly.
Oh god, I'm thinking of the fights in Udana, like when they go
Yeah, they're
up
very
and
theatrical.
up, and then they like reveal the two characters facing off slowly. Oh, you're so right. I never even thought of it that way.
Yeah, I just thought that
Oh.
now. Wow,
Wow.
I just blew my own mind. Okay.
Same,
I do
except
really.
it was you.
Speaking of Peridot, I do really like that her little spheric robots also wear Kamina glasses.
The Tachikomas.
Yeah, the Tachikons have Kamina glasses and it's really cute, and I like it.
Oh, guys, the concert scene. The
Oh,
rock
God.
concert. When they're flying in the air, playing a guitar solo, Pearl
Can we-
remembering her past.
can we
with
talk?
Amethyst. They sing together.
No, we have to talk about the human fusion first.
Universe Dandy.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Oh, you should see my reaction. I was dying when I saw it. I'm like, oh no, he's cute.
I mean, you guys saw my
I
reaction
actually-
live. You guys saw me type in all caps.
I actually
couldn't believe
thought
it.
of you, Asha, when I saw him.
Yeah,
Also,
same.
also he had like this 4 arms. I think he looked. He looked
He
very.
had 4 arms and forearms.
Hell yeah.
He looked really,
Oh my
really freaky, but at the same time really cool and
Really
had this
cute.
extremely
Yeah.
attractive voice.
God
That was
damn.
nothing like Greg's or Steven's voice, but somehow both of them combined, because Greg is oldish and Steven is so young, and so he is like the perfect attractive middle ground.
I just can't
voice.
believe that this giant, muscular Adonis of a man came out of these 2 pudge balls. It's really funny.
No, Steven's
Yeah.
swole now, man.
Yeah,
Is he?
and Greg
Sort of.
used to be.
I don't know, man. Those cookie cats ain't going nowhere.
Cookie
I mean,
Cat's gone. It was gone
Yeah, Cookie
since
Cat
the
was
beginning of the show.
discontinued in the
I
first
bet
episode.
he has a stash of a million of them.
No.
Cookie
Completely
cats, they're
impossible.
bad for your tummy. Anyway, God, I love this show so much.
Oh,
We
wait,
also
you
got a
convinced
new-
me. I'm on Lemon's side now.
Okay,
Oh boy, I'm all
Which-
alone on the villain side now.
okay,
I'll
Graf.
join you maybe.
Graf, you
Depends
have
on
to,
what you say.
have to raise your points now. What is your
Yeah.
point of contention with this movie?
So, there's 2 major things. One is that why is someone threatening the whole Earth again? It's like, why? I don't get it. It's so it's unnecessary. It feels weird. It doesn't even add that much tension actually, because you would think like they have a timer. The Earth is going to be destroyed. They have to hurry up, but then they just like it. It feels like they're taking the time with with all the singing and the remembering stuff, which is nice. I really like that part, but it just feels unnecessary to have this looming threat there. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It would have been enough to just reset the gems. There would have been enough conflict. There would have been sufficient. I don't know. And then when
I guess it's the time limit thing that you mentioned.
but it's not even
They
that
they don't
relevant
really
in
follow up on that. Yeah.
Exactly. And then there's my biggest issue with the whole movie is when the Earth actually gets destroyed, when the injector actually
It ejects everything.
Injects.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are playing this very chill song.
Oh, but
So,
I
like-
thought that was brilliant. That was my favorite part of the movie.
It's so weird because it takes out all the tension from the scene. It's like the Earth is getting destroyed, but it's like this
Yeah.
chill apocalypse. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
why the fuck have it there in the first place? It was unnecessary. It's I just don't like it on the very emotional level. Like it feels awkward to me to watch this and be like, oh geez, they just decided to put in a threat there just for this hell of it. I don't know.
Well, Steven for me is just this core feeling of everything is going to be okay, regardless of what problems may rise. Everything is going to be okay, and the fact that the apocalypse is happening, but all of these people are like doing an amazing job at keeping the city together and
Yeah.
saving each other, and nobody's getting hurt, and this beautiful piano solo is playing while Garnet kicks the shit out of Spinell. It just makes me think like, yeah, these guys have got it handled. I believe in them. I adored that scene for that idea.
You know,
totally with
I
you,
understand it. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they did it on purpose. These guys know what they're doing, in that regard. But it's
just didn't work for you.
It didn't work for me because it takes out all the tension, and then I'm like, why have it there in the first place? It's.
I guess I never felt the tension.
I understand.
Never
I
felt.
understand the message. I understand what it means. I know why they're doing it. I just don't really agree with it on an emotional level. It's just it doesn't grab me. It's like whatever. And then they have this really cool like sound design when he's actually fighting Spinella, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's the kind of music I wanted to have when fucking Earth was destroyed. It's like, I don't know, just some really awkward choices for me there. It's
I'm feeling so much about this because like the crux of this whole conflict were the emotions behind Spinell more than any threat on the Earth, which is why I think the more dramatic music came when it was time to convince Spinell of changing her mind, and with the emotional climax of the movie, whereas the threats are just there for the hell of it, like you said.
Yeah.
And that's why they have the chill music over them, because they're not really that important compared to the emotional problems, which are the main dramatic thrust of the movie.
Exactly, and that's my problem, because I don't understand why it's there in the first place. They could have taken that time and done something cool with it, like actually show more of the townspeople, because that's what I really missed in this movie. Like, my favorite part about Steven Universe is when they're hanging out in town and Lars and Sadie are having some sort of story and the cool kids are doing something, and I didn't even see the cool kids in this whole movie.
You didn't.
The cool
kids were like there for 2 minutes. It was criminal.
The cool kids played like a whole song, right?
Yeah, 2 minutes, and then they were gone.
Yeah, 2
Wow.
minutes. That's too
Sadie
little.
killers and
Yeah, and the
Well, I
suspects.
really like the song. I mean, it's just a movie. They have to choose. I think they had like almost 4 seasons of many town episodes.
Too few in my opinion.
People were actually. I'm on your side here, Graf, but a lot of people just hate the town episodes and they think they're filler. So that's probably what they were catering with.
Actually,
I mean,
I dislike almost every episode that isn't the town episode.
Well,
Fair
how
enough.
Like all the-
controversial.
I like all of them.
I mean,
I'm
I don't.
too
I just think that we've explored like the town people a lot. What I actually wished more. I actually wish more learning about the new gems that live on Earth now.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, that's also something.
Those, we had like this little thing about like bismuth and lapis and peridot building new hometown, new home world. Sorry, and that was nice. I liked that, but at the same time, none of the other gems got any speaking roles, and that was kind of sad.
That is true. There's something,
I wish season 7 has a lot of new homeworld in it.
hopefully.
That's what I'm saying the whole time. It's not really. This movie doesn't really add anything new. It's just
Yeah. It doesn't
Just
really
a lot
have
of-
a point. It's
a lo-
just there.
a lot of recap of in a good way of all the things that happened before, especially to the main characters, like the main characters, Stephen and Garnet and Amethyst and Pearl. They all get their highlight. Like
Yeah.
every one of them gets their own song, or like 2, and yeah.
So here's how I went into this
Peridot and
movie.
Lapis don't get a song.
I started watching this movie thinking that I would get like a comfy post-climax Steven Universe story where they just hang out in town and they explore all the new they explore all the new people that are there, all the new gems. Maybe there's like some conflict with like the people that live in Beach City and the new gems that now live in New Homeworld. Like maybe they don't get along at first and then they have to overcome something. That was what I was expecting. And then I got like a weird, oh, the Earth is threatened again. Let's save the whole universe again story, which kind of disappointed me at first. I guess that's why I have like a very negative opinion of this film in general.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Kind
just
of
did.
knew that
didn't
was
know.
going to happen because I watched the trailer, and then the trailer they were like, "Oh no, the Earth is going to be destroyed." So I already knew that was going to be part of the movie.
Okay. Well,
I
I
mean,
didn't watch the
you
trailer.
you could know that after the
Yeah, fair
teaser
enough.
where they showed just the ominous dark pink gem that with dark music and ooh, movie announcement. I just didn't expect that for a movie because it's to some extent it's just very Hollywood. Like it's great and bombastic and a musical with a lot of songs and a lot of drama, and that wouldn't have. I think we're getting that. I think we're getting more of that. What you want in the next season, if that happens.
How about that shot when Steven says, "You can make it better," and it zooms into his face, and he's like half crying due to the emotions of what he's telling Spinell, and then he rises up past the clouds.
Oh yeah.
Behind him.
I watched that again.
Lens flare. Beautiful.
Oh,
That's
The
all I
way
have
he
to say.
bursts through the clouds and has like
It's
little
unbelievable.
bits of the clouds flowing around them, and a lot of great animation.
I love the clouds in Steven Universe.
We know you do.
Oh, this movie.
Yeah,
can see that.
that's another thing with like Steven Universe and this movie. It's like I love almost everything about it except like these
Except the plot.
except the plot, which seems very awkward to me at times. That's just it, and that's why I have
Can
this
see that.
love-hate relationship with the whole show.
I didn't even like the plot that much either. The way they delivered on what the plot was set up was so funny and full of charm and great songs and good character moments that I didn't even care. Like
I mean-
the setup wasn't that good, but then everything else was just fun. And the character of Spinell is really interesting.
Okay, but I have to disagree with my own stance before that the movie doesn't really have a point, because the movie does make a point at the end, like the big there is no happily ever after that they sing about in the beginning of the movie, and I think it was really important after the last season where everything wrapped up kind of neatly and very fast, and that's how it is in the start of the movie, and they're singing and are really happy and everything is great and everywhere's peace. But the point of in the end of the movie is that they realize that that doesn't exist and that they will always have something new to do, like some new problems will arise that they have to face, and that's just for the people they are, and especially what Stephen is, like someone who has a lot of empathy with everyone in need. Someone like this will always have enough to do in the galaxy, basically.
Yeah.
That's true. I really like that message,
God, I
by the way.
adore Steven.
I like that they put that in there. I'm just not very satisfied with the way they handled it.
Well, it just felt like a very good overarching point of the thing.
Yep.
Incidentally, that whole movie also wrapped up pretty neatly, because the diamonds show up in the end and befriend Spinell. And it was like
That I
is that
actually
really
found really funny.
I,
the way they-
I was like,
my favorite barbershop the triad, fucking the three diamonds who now sing in harmony every time they're on screen.
I was
pretty great.
I was
Spinell
like,
they'll become a quartet.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Oh.
But also, I was kind of worried about Spinell because
Wait, is Spinell now the red diamond?
she's pink.
Oh,
But
that's true.
What if Spinell just takes over?
no,
that.
I'm just worried because the diamonds are so weird and scary and authoritative people actually, and
Are they though? Are they that scary? They don't seem that scary to me, especially
Well,
after this movie, and
the
even
way-
like after the
the
last
way-
season.
the way they treated Pink, and I don't know if Spinell maybe will experience it similarly. I would have liked it better if Spinell would just find her own place. That's not just a new replacement for Pink Diamond.
I kind of like that she goes hang out with the three diamonds, because Spinell is inherently a flawed being. She needs other people to be happy.
Other flawed people? I don't know.
But the thing is, because she's going to hang out with these other weirdos, they're going to all be weird together. And I feel like they'll understand each other more than if she tried to hang out on Earth or something.
Maybe. I
I feel
actually
like
would have liked
they
it
all
better
have their
if
own weird mental hang-ups in their own unique way, so
Yeah.
they'll have to work around each other that way.
I guess it's better for her not to hang out on Earth, because I thought, especially in the big group shots, there are a lot of crystal gems now. like the the whole extended cast of Lapis and Bismuth and Peridot and all the other bubble gems that are back now. I mean, they have a lot of friends. They kind of... I mean, there's a limit to every friend group.
Well,
You know
they're
what I mean?
too human. They're too human to put Spinel into that friend group.
Yeah, probably.
They just wouldn't, like, realistically, Spinel wouldn't work in a normal human relationship because she takes too much.
Yeah, and she's also just not made in that way. Like, the way
Yeah, exactly.
her purpose is just to always be fun and entertaining.
I just really, really like her character idea. I really like her so much, especially her song near the middle point of the movie where she sings about drifting away, waiting
Yeah.
for thousands of years. That was
Okay.
a great moment.
That was
The
very
backgrounds in
emotional.
that scene were so good.
Yes.
The background art of the garden is fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially the crushed garden, the old garden. And also, did Pink Diamond do that on purpose, or was it just...
Yeah.
Sure, of course.
Dude, she was like, wait for me here. This is the game. The game is that you get to wait for me here forever because I don't want to deal with you.
She's bad.
Mean.
I'm not sure if she realized that she would never come back.
Did you see her face?
Of course she
She
did.
just forgot about her and just like,
Yeah.
whatever. She probably
It's-
like remembered and was just like, I'll leave her there. It's real
She's
cool.
very capricious.
She's just like the other diamonds, like very
She's bad.
confused and self-centered. Yeah, she's bad.
And she leaves,
I mean,
like she,
I don't know if she's bad, but she's definitely capricious and impulsive and...
Yeah. But also,
yeah.
it seemed unusually cruel for her. Like,
She's been pretty bad.
I don't know. She's very selfish. Like the whole reason
but-
that she chose to protect Earth was also just selfishness. It was just like, oh, I feel
Yeah.
like doing that right now, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
okay.
it. It was just coincidentally that it was also good for humanity. That's just how
Yeah.
it was.
yeah, and she like gave up her body to like have Steven, but she didn't consider the fact that everyone who, all of her enemies will attack Steven, or like
Yeah.
get rid of all the corrupt
She
gems.
And the fact that she did this with a human on a whim.
Yeah, she's a bit of a dumb.
okay, I can totally see all that, but kind of leaving her behind on that space island for thousands of years seemed weird. Also, it seemed weird that nobody else was coming there. Like, it's just a place for Pink. But even like Pink's human zoo was also maintained by other diamonds after that, and that
Well, that
garden
was a zoo. The little garden was like her backyard. Who would go to your backyard after?
I mean,
besides
it's,
yourself.
it's just... I would think like the diamonds would like cherish the place that Pink would used to hang out in, like at least Blue.
Maybe.
I mean, I think it was an effective like storytelling device.
Yeah,
She
really
had to
liked
wait
her
there.
backstory actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
it
do
was
like the backstory, just don't like Pink.
well, yeah.
Well,
You don't have to like Pink.
I don't think it's they make a point in the movie that Pink is... They reestablish that Pink is kind of an asshole, and
I mean, I
Ste-
like Pink because she's an asshole.
great
Because she's
Lemon,
she's
That's
a
the
good
reason.
character.
Very
She-
healthy.
She's like
like Senko Konatiko.
she's
Um,
a believable kind of person, and I like it.
I would never want to meet a person like that.
I
The
read...
same way I like Nariko.
Yeah, that's what
sorry.
I was saying.
Go ahead.
I really liked like the point Stephen makes at the end of the movie. Like, I can't believe that my mom did this. Oh wait, no, actually, I can totally believe that. She was kind of a
Poor
prick.
boy.
And I was like, that's just the story of my life. I'm always fighting because my mom messed up like thousands of years ago. That's
Yeah.
all my problems stem from that.
I really enjoyed that. I mean, his whole breakdown of like this is my life. How am I going to do this? Oh, wait, I can make a difference because I already have made a difference in the past, and I can make it again. And then he uses miniature bubbles on his fists to just fist fight. And it's such a cool little idea. I loved all of these small power level developments that he had, but that was one of my favorites. That was one of those like shonen moments of using a new power in a new creative way, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay, big thing. I rewatched one of the beginning songs in a YouTube video like before we recorded this, and Steven, at the beginning of the movie, he goes around town and sees everyone, and he goes through Lars' teleportation hair, portal hair, and he goes there and he bubbles like a piece of cake. Does that cake ever come back in any way?
No.
Let me just save this for later. And he bubbles this cake for no apparent reason.
It's for later.
Yeah, I
know.
It's for after the movie.
I thought he would like gift it to Spinell or something, or I don't know. It felt weird.
Spinell doesn't eat.
The only point I saw on this is that they kind of at the beginning of the movie they just show Steven's powers again, like to reestablish what he can do. He makes a bubble and he kisses like a flower after he rips it out.
Ooh, that's smart. And then he tries to bubble Spinell.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
So you don't really have to have watched the show, right? Like, it's relatively easy to not have watched the show.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of recap and stuff like this.
I also noticed that cake, actually. And it's just... This is the scene where Steven just goes around town and introduces everybody again. So he has
your favorite scene?
It was my favorite scene.
Town people, yeah. So I thought.
Well, no, not my favorite scene, but it was one of my favorite sequences in this film. But it's the scene where he goes around and introduces everybody again. So he doesn't have time to eat the cake right away. So he just bubbles it. It's just because that's the kind of scene that is, which is, I guess kind of weird, but it's fine.
I do have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of all the music in this movie.
What?
Like, what? I'm like the songs, but I don't like the musically speaking singing parts that much that don't have like a clear melody. It just felt kind of weird because the show doesn't really have that, and it felt a little out of place when the diamonds just speak in sing speak. I don't know what the word is. I mean that I really liked the songs, but I didn't really like all the in-between singing that's just kind of there and didn't really stick with me.
I guess that's just how every musical is kind of weird if you're not into musicals.
Oh, I do like musicals.
I didn't even think about this. This didn't even cross my mind. That's how weird this sounds to me.
But there are like main songs that are really cool, but then there's just intermediate singing, kind of just to make this more musically. I don't know. Wasn't the biggest fan. Maybe I like it if I watch it again.
I gotta say, I watched it twice, and I was way more negative on the first watch, and then on the second watch I focused more on the things that they did really well in the movie, and I liked it a whole lot more. But I just can't overlook some of the stuff.
I'm really sad that you don't like the city destruction scene, because that, like, the Garnet's fight followed by that scene is my favorite part of the movie.
You know,
in a big part because of the music. I just really loved it.
In a different context, I would like this scene. It's well made. I also like having destruction with chill music. It's nice. I just like, in the context of the film, it just feels awkward to me, and that's the whole disconnect I have with that.
Yeah, I understand. Also, did you see Malachite just fucking roaring with her new outfit that has like a stud pattern on it?
I didn't
It's
even
got like
realize.
shiny studs on it, and it's due to the color scheme change, it's turquoise on purple, and it looks amazing.
I didn't even realize it has changed.
I need to find it.
I have to
It
watch it
changes
again.
slightly, and it's really cool.
Yeah, but please don't put this in the show now. It's people have watched the
I'm
movie
just
if
gonna
they.
go look at it.
Yeah.
Not malachite, alexandrite. I was thinking of alexandrite.
Yeah.
The
Malachite is something
big
different.
girl.
What was malachite? Is that the?
Malachite is lapis plus.
Oh yeah,
Jasper.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Jasper, guys. Jasper didn't appear in this movie.
All right. What happened to her?
She ran away.
I don't even
Yeah,
remember
probably.
what happened to Jasper.
Jasper got reformed in the pool at the end of the last episode.
Oh,
And-
right, yeah.
And she had like this little moment where she like spawned her helmet and wanted to go after Stephen when she saw him. But then
I
Amethyst
remember.
came like and was like, it was just in the musical scene in the background basically. It was like, no, we made peace. And I think Yellow Diamond glances at her like commandedly, like, you stop this fighting right now. We have made peace. And now she's just gone. I wonder where she is. I mean, probably
I don't
just
know. It's probably eating that last piece of cake somewhere.
probably just went back to homeworld or another colony and
Maybe.
She opened an arm wrestling house
yeah.
in Bikini Bottom.
Also, another character that didn't get like a conclusion, what I was really sad about. We didn't have an Onion subplot. That was sad.
We didn't have a what? Sorry.
Onion. Onion is missing.
What? No, he was in the movie.
He was in
Yeah,
the
He was
movie,
one of the
but-
villagers.
He was in the background, but I wished we learned more about this little guy. He's so weird and mysterious.
He even grow? He looked the same
No.
age.
Yeah.
No, he always looks the same age. And he had
Oh,
this really
no.
funny scene.
I didn't notice he
He's
didn't
just
grow.
20.
That is really weird.
No, that's not weird. It's not weird, it's Onion.
He's just like 45.
I mean, and there's a really weird scene where Steven skips around the city or something, and you see Onion in every location. Like, he's just everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
He is? In
Or
this
like,
movie?
not.
Oh
It was.
my
It was
God.
It was in one specific scene where it showed different locations of the town, and he was just in every location.
Oh, that's
It
amazing.
just moves really fast. Maybe I also saw
You
it
know who
post,
never
but
came back? The what was her name? Aquamarine, the one with the British accent. She was cool.
yeah, she was
And
good.
she had a wand.
Also,
Where is she?
also the green gem that had the warship that they fought in the Gurren Lagann episode.
Yeah. Damn. Where
Damn.
are they?
We'll find out in season 6 probably.
I guess.
So,
Or not.
so Lemon, how much did you like Pearl playing the bass?
Oh,
At
I
the
was
start.
very. I mean, like, if I had to name two scenes that I really enjoyed, it was Opal playing guitar in the concert and fucking the slow city destruction jam. But the fact that Opal playing guitar was preluded by Pearl learning how to play the bass at the start of the movie, it was so cool. I really loved it. I really love Pearl playing guitar. It makes me happy. Different kinds
Yeah.
of guitars.
Also, her new outfit
Although-
really fits.
Yeah,
that
it really does.
jacket.
I always thought Garnet would play the bass, you know. I figured she would be the bass player, but hey,
She more of a
Pearl
collected
is my favorite,
and yeah.
and Pearl
well,
plays my instrument, so that's
Yeah.
good.
I really like that Greg and Pearl get to hang out a little bit.
yeah.
Dude, I hope I ship them.
But that's not even what I meant. It's just
Yeah.
like because
Well,
Pearl
that's
was
what I mean.
it's because Pearl was so jealous of him, and now they have the chance to actually become friends.
It's yeah.
Be
that's
best
really,
friends
Really nice.
forever.
They bonded over their
Yeah.
mutual holes in their emotional life that they couldn't fill.
That's the point of the Mr. Greg episode.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh man, that episode's so good.
I think what rubbed me wrong about the songs is that they are just so constant with that movie, and that songs used to be like a really special thing every few episodes of Steven Universe. And
It's in Mr. Greg the musical episode though. Where
yeah,
that has
no,
like
it
5
only
songs.
has 2 songs, I think.
2?
I think they have
don't know,
the
man.
actual Mr. Greg song, and then they have the. Wait, might be. I don't really remember.
I think
But,
it's
like,
3 at least.
Anyway,
I think most of the episodes have like one song at most, and it really stays in your mind. And I can remember like 2 songs from this movie, and not really more.
dude, I
But-
remember all of them. I've been listening
Really?
to them since I watched
Well,
them.
okay, that's different. I haven't listened to them again, but I will. I have
I mean,
all
even
this.
after I finished the movie.
I have all the Steven Universe songs on my MP3 player, on my Walkman.
Your Walkman.
I have 2 Walkmans actually. I stole one from my sister. She will never get it back.
Never get.
Yeah, correct. Random little point. I don't really get why the thing of Reset Amethyst was that she would repeat everything, because the homeworld amethysts weren't like that, and
Yeah, but she was like a broken amethyst. This is why she imitates a lot of human habits, because she grew up on Earth.
oh, okay, that's a good point. Thanks for explaining. I was just confused because the homeworld amethysts were also like a rambunctious group of weird people who made fun of like their bosses.
God, I just thought their song was so clever that
That was
whatever
very
plot
cool.
contrivances happened to make the song happen, I don't care. The fact that the song exists makes up for all of it.
It also totally makes sense that Amethyst would be the first one that gets back because
Yeah,
she's the youngest one, and her character arc is wasn't that long ago. Was like one of the final things that got resolved in the show, and
she's also the one that has the most feelings of friendship towards the 3
Yeah.
of them in total. She's the one that's like the glue that holds them together. She's the one that loves the 3 of them the most, I think.
she's also kind of the closest to Steven. Like
Yeah.
she's more like him, more childish, more cool.
She's the most human of all of the gems.
Yeah.
Also,
God, I love this show.
I need another wrestling match with Amethyst and Steve.
Oh, I love the wrestling episodes. This was so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow I wasn't into them.
Oh, that's
I mean,
bad.
they were still good, but
I mean,
I don't know.
I just-
I don't look forward to them.
I just at that point I just learned about what professional wrestling is about, and then I watched the episode, and it just was about exactly that, and it was cool.
My favorite episodes are probably the Steven and Connie episodes because I love their relationship and how it develops.
Yeah, those are so
Connie.
cute.
I
Oh,
love
man,
I
I
love their
wanted more
songs.
Connie
They have the
in
best
this.
songs
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, they
Where's
had
Connie
Connie?
deserved so much more. Why was she at space camp? Why did
Why
they
is she
have to
going
do my
space
girl
camp
dirty
when
like
she's
that?
been to space?
Yeah, that's exactly the point.
What? I just
I
wanted
know,
her
human
in the
Connie.
movie so much.
And
Yeah.
then
She
she
has the
comes
coolest
back.
haircut.
She comes back all epic with her sword and was like, "Yeah!" And
She does
oh,
the
no.
Akira slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she's just gone.
Oh my god, she does the Akira slide! I just remembered!
Which every
She
Western
literally does the
cartoon has
Akira
ripped off
slide.
at some point. There's like this montage. I've seen this on Twitter a few times, but there's like this montage of like 50 different American and like Japanese animations that rip off this Akira slide because it's such a cool thing. The Batman show had it, and I think other things too.
Simpsons.
Oh,
It's nice,
Oh,
but also the romance blossoms, guys.
I want to know more.
she gives
She
him
gave
a
a little
kissy on the
kiss.
cheek.
Yeah, that was
And
really
I
cute
want to
scene.
see
And they
more.
do blush a lot. I think they are already like from the start of their friendship. They've been like more on the romance crash course than most cartoon characters. Like it's not so much. They don't really have time or care about this for most of the show, but yeah, I think it's just they didn't even fuse this movie. It's also sad. I want to see Steve on
It
again.
warms my heart so much to see them on screen.
I guess that
can't.
can be a thing for season 6. So yeah.
I mean, it already is a thing. Like, I don't need a big kiss scene to know these two like each other. I just want to see them be cute together.
I just want to see them on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to see Connie wear more cool outfits. In the big party episode in the previous season, she had this really cool like blue summer dress, and she had the really short, fluffy hair, and she looked so cute. And I want to see more.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just kind of want the show like to, like the characters to accept that they are like in a relationship, like going like a next step of that, like beyond that childlike flirting. But yeah.
Oh, I'm not even sure if it needs to be addressed. It seems to grow very
Yeah.
naturally. It's like I think it's already a thing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Does it need a name? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I just also want to
I
see
need
them
it,
hang out.
okay? I just need it.
But man, I wish the movie was just them going to the show and then end. That would have been. I would have.
Go on a date to Little Homeworld and see all the gems.
Oh
yeah.
They could go on all of the cool tourist attractions.
I
like
was
the Human Zoo or the Death Ring.
I was so sad that like the really small bit where Steven sends his message across the galaxy and you see all the different gem worlds. That was cool. I wanted to see more of that. Like see different planets of tons of different gems.
Yeah.
God, I'm just remembering back in the day when people were looking at the ruins from Pearl's Utena episode, and just like, oh, there's this sigil on the wall with 4 rhombuses. What do they mean? Are these diamonds? Are these ruins of an ancient civilization? What even are the gems? We didn't even know they were aliens at that point. I'm just remembering the whole community effort and theorizing.
Didn't
since
they
season 1.
establish that they came from space really early on?
I don't know.
The cookie
I seem to recall they were like mysterious beings.
Wasn't the
Mostly
Cookie Cat
through the
song
first season.
already what the gems are?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
and I think they made
damn.
that point in episode 1, like that they are also from space and kind of have found a new home or something. I'm not sure. It's been a while.
well,
I really like.
I'm probably wrong. I'm probably just mixing up shit in my brain. But I remember really nostalgic moments of trying to figure out what even were these weirdo people, what was their home like, and stuff like that. And yeah.
I did really enjoy new fused Garnet in this movie because she's so childlike and innocent and befriends Spinel like the fastest, and they hang out together. That was really cool because we've never seen a lot of like young Garnet fusion.
I have a little drawing of young Garnet on my wall because I love her design so much.
It's I can totally see why you like it, but it seems kind of wonky to me.
It's
like,
it's a lot cuter than her other design, which
well,
she's,
because she doesn't wear glasses.
yeah, she's just a lot more badass with the new one, with her actual design.
I know.
Man,
I know.
God, this show.
We're not talking about the
I'm
last
just
season.
looking
but
around me at
the
all
new
at all my Steven
Crystal
posters,
Gem designs, costumes
Ugh.
are fantastic. Like Pearl's jacket and Amethyst's ripped up shirt with a gem, and Garnet's new phaser. That's really cool. And also
Peridot
Peridot.
got the star. Finally got the star.
Peridot
on
is
her-
Peridot is the most starry crystal gem now. Like her whole body forms a star. And yeah, it's also like Peridot kind of combines all the costumes of the original crystal gems into her own. Like she has cool glasses like Garnet and the star on her shirt like Pearl's old costume. and the cut out stars on her pants like amethyst. It's also cool.
It is. It really is. Oh man.
Steven Universe
So-
is cool, guys.
Do you guys have anything else you'd like to add about Steven Universe, the movie, the game?
Not much other than it looks really beautiful. It's very well animated. The scenes flow really well. It's just a very good showcase of like the technical abilities of the whole crew, I think.
It's nice to see Western animation like going all out, like once in a while.
It's kind of funny how all-out Western animation is kind of just the same as like the one episode with a bit of a higher budget fight scene on a normal action anime.
Yeah,
Sort of.
We'll
it's
get there.
just a thing that they focus so much on CG now that we don't get like the big 2D animated Western movies anymore. Which I
Well,
would really
at least the
enjoy.
aesthetic
If you
is
have-
really good, and the music is really good.
Have you seen the Princess and the Frog movie? It looks fantastic, and I want Disney
Yeah,
to
it
do
really does.
to do more stuff like this, but they can't because they replaced all the animators somehow.
Well, you know, the 3D animators also used to do 2D a lot of the time. So
Well, no, there's this whole thing in the last live action Mary Poppins movie. They had like a 2D animated sequence, and there were articles about how Disney had to like rehire old industry veterans because they just didn't have any people who could do that anymore in their company,
oh boy, okay.
because they just restructured so much for all their CG movies that it's dying, kind of. That's sad. But at least we have Steven.
I talked to a Disney animator a couple of months ago, and I told him I will keep 2D animation alive. So I
Ah, hell yeah, Graf.
Perfect.
So yeah,
If
there's
you
at least
do,
me.
I want to somehow be part of your team. Somehow, I will make myself useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad that you can already draw great backgrounds.
Well, but Graf is Graf, and Graf can Graf.
Yeah, I mean, you won't need
Yeah.
me.
What do you mean? You can put in details.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There
this
will
has
be
nothing
many
to do.
backgrounds needed.
Yeah.
True.
This has nothing to do with Steven Universe anymore.
Okay,
It
guys.
has everything to do with Steven Universe.
Yeah.
We're the next generation. We're gonna take the world by storm with our new
Hell yeah.
show,
Graf
with
Universe.
our new pastel colors and our new
Let's-
jazz influenced
Guys.
glitchy guitar ukulele soundtrack.
Let's all work together on Steven Universe season 86.
Let's all
That
work
way.
together on Steven Universe 2, Steven Multiverse.
Yes.
Oh, Steven Multiverse when it like fuses with Avatar and Gravity Falls and the other good Western cartoons.
Gravatar, my favorite show.
Yeah, Gravity Falls and Reverse Falls, the dark version.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm all Stevened out for tonight, guys. Shall we wrap this up?
Yes.
And Steve,
Yes,
you didn't
please.
even sing yet.
Are we gonna sing?
No.
I'll sing.
But you wanted to sing. I'm just pointing it out.
That's true.
I mean, you can just sing offline, and the listener can
Yeah,
imagine
we
it
could
for
just, we could
himself.
just do karaoke one day.
Yeah.
SPP karaoke coming soon.
No,
No,
No.
not recorded.
not recorded, just for us.
Sure. Presses record button secretly. Sure, I won't record any of this.
Equally uses Craig.
The
What?
Our bot, Craig.
yeah, our weird bot
Oh,
that
yeah.
nobody ever uses.
Craig Universe.
It's him. So, dear listener slash viewer, what did you think of the Steven Universe movie? Please
Let us
write
know.
a comment or something, and you can also like the thing if you like the thing, and click the links in the description because they are cool.
You know, if you click on our links, then you get to see more of us, and I know you love us because you stuck this long to listen to the whole episode. So
And if
thanks
you
for watching.
don't,
Thanks for
you're
listening.
weird.
We love you. I love Steven. And I hope you love us.
And
See you next time.
Steven! Yeah.
Guitars thingy.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.